Hi, welcome to our pre-calculus. We are entering chapter 7. Today we are going to talk about plotting points in polar coordinates. So there are the different coordinate systems in use in mathematics and sciences. The one that is most commonly seen is the Cartesian coordinate system. So in the Cartesian coordinate system that you have played with since the beginning of perhaps middle school, you have the x coordinate and then the y coordinate for a point, and then you refer to this point at the point with coordinates x and y. So you have an x-axis and a y-axis typically drawn in this way. Polar coordinates also are in use. They are even in use in daily situations. Sometimes you say look at 2 o'clock, look at 3 o'clock or something. You are referring to an imaginary clock that you are a center of it and you are facing toward 12 o'clock, and then you look at the direction pointed at by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock and so on. That idea is generalized in mathematics. We have the following situation. We have a reference line that is typically just your x-axis, so we still have the x-axis, and then we go and measure certain angle. Typically we refer to it as theta or some letter like that, and then we take the x-axis and rotate with it with this rotation. So there is going to be some new axis here. On that axis we designate a certain location. That location we refer to it by r. So if r is positive, we go in the direction of that axis. If r is negative, we are going to go in the opposite direction. So we take our x-axis and rotate it by the specified angle theta, and then on that axis we go to a certain distance. We typically refer to it by position r. Then we collect the two numbers, put it in parentheses r and theta, and we make it clear that we are referring to this point by polar coordinates r and theta. So it looks like a parenthesis with two numbers separated with commas, just like it is here, but we have to make it clear which one are we referring to. So this is the Cartesian style, and this is the polar style. So we have a set of simple exercises here just to plot a point. So here is we are plotting a point. Let's go after this one, -6 and pi over 2. So what does that mean? It means that we are going to take our axis, x-axis. We are going to rotate by pi over 2. So when I rotate this thing by pi over 2, I come here. So that's my axis. Now on this axis, I'm going to go ahead and find point -6. So this is 6. The circles are drawn at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. So 6 is this, and since I want -6, I'll come down to this spot. So this is this point has a coordinate r -6 and angle pi over 2. So again, we took this, we rotated it in, according to the angle that we are given, and then we have our final position. The other one at -7 pi 6. So -7 pi 6. Notice that these angles are labeled for you in counterclockwise fashion. So if the 7 pi 6 is on this side, then -7 pi 6 will be flipped on the other side. So this is, we have taken our axis, x-axis, rotated it all the way. So we take this thing, rotate it by -7 pi 6. So by now it looks like we have taken this thing and rotated it by minus 7 pi 6, and okay, if it were negative I will be on the dotted side, but I'm at radius 5 and this is 4 and 5, so if I'm not mistaken I'll end up at this location. So this is, yes, you need good eyes. So you use the pen to mark the points and then you're all done. As simple as that. Here's another example. First one is 3 and 2 pi. So again we take our x-axis, rotate it by 2 pi. While we're rotated, you're coming back to where you were. So this was like rather pointless to go around, but while we understand that we are back where we are. And then distance 3, 0.3 on that axis. So 0.3 will be here. That is the position. Now let me change the color. Minus 3 pi over 4. So I want to start from here, and so I'm going to go and turn this way. Minus 3 pi over 4. 3 pi over 4 is here. Minus 3 pi over 4 will be reflection to the other side. So minus 3 pi over 4. So that is what it means, minus 3 pi over 4. Then on that we want to go to minus 6. So minus 6 will be here. Okay, when we rotate our axis, the axis is pointing this way. This is the direction of the axis. On that axis we go and search for minus 6. That's going to be here. Okay, so very simple. We have polar coordinates, just like we had Cartesian coordinates, and the next few topics are going to be about this one. Okay, until next time, good luck and God bless.